Lake Martin.
Yeah, I think he said something was. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Sunday Smoke. Look, I have no one. I do have studio audience today. Yeah, studio audience. He's waving. He's waving. I'm Mike House with House Family Fitness. This is Sunday Smoke. I don't know if we talk about it every time, but Sunday Smoke is because we got the smoker lit in the background, cooking for meal prep, as you can see behind me. So, which is a needle pulling thread, which I always tell my cohort, the local dirtbag runner that is not here today. He's off gallivanting at the lake, I believe.
Laking is what he's doing.
Laking, yes.
Lake water enema, I think.
Something like that, yes. He's taking a little break. He's getting over a little injury, I believe. And every now and then you need to take a stop. I mean, you just kind of need to kind of chill. You can't go for it all the time. It's kind of counterproductive. Yeah, I think he picked a great weekend though, since the temperatures are so down, or not. Yeah,
but that's the thing. It's like, he of all people to think to do the smart move.
Yeah, that's true. He admitted he's not the smartest guy. Yeah, and he's what we call it at the gym. We call it adulting. Yes. It's like, yay! Good job, DC. So, well, see, I'm doing it now. I can't. It's unbelievable. He's here in spirit.
Yes, he is. But yeah, the heat's that's back, right?
It is June. It's June in Alabama. Yes, got a little tropical storm coming, so the humidity's on up there. So the suffer. What do they talk about? The suffer rating or suffer?
That's a Robbie Watson thing, but it's like you add the temperature and the dew point.
Yes.
And it stays. It's miserable, but there's a measurable score to it. So when it's 90 and 80% humidity.
Yeah.
Once I think the actual chart he first showed to us said just stay inside.
Yeah.
We don't do it.
No. Well, we all have our moments, I guess. But I guess it could be a duathlon because you're running and swimming at the same time.
Yeah, it's but
it does make it harder though for people to get out now because they got time off and now it's Alabama summer.
See, I look at it a different way. There's two theories. I think that us that are active, right, we want to just keep going, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you find ways to go around it. My good friend Jerry Smith hurt himself and he was going, I only have so many miles left to run. I choose not to run them in July and August.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tapping out, right?
Yeah.
I will see you when it's this terrible hot instead of miserable hot, right? But but that you really come to that here, right? You don't like the heat.
Yeah. You're sad.
Hello treadmill and the air conditioning maybe, or swimming or something.
Swimming or yeah. Well, I mean, we do get up early and people do go late. Make it a little different. But still, the events don't start at 5 a.m. This weekend's coming up. We got Run for Kids here at Shoal Creek, Montevallo. David Tosh is in his Southeastern Trail Runs. I guess it's still called Run for Kids, yeah?
Yeah, it is. I think that the same charities like what we helped with last weekend,
yeah.
Which they did great. They raised over $6,000, at least that I know of, maybe more.
I think he got 7. I think I got 7,100 last time we checked. And it could have that was Sunday, and we were all a little tired Sunday. I don't know if you could tell. Yeah, this one went to sleep pretty much after we signed off. Well, I stayed awake. I made it to 7.
Yes. I had 12 hours of sleep that period.
Yes, I was close. I had 11. Yes, and was still tired Monday.
Yeah.
90 minutes of sleep over the weekend is not for the faint of heart. But check it out. Southeastern Trail Runs. David's got his thing. It's at Shoal Creek, Montevallo, which is kind of a different venue. People are going to get an experience because it's we got 10K, 50K, and 12 hour. So he's going to do. How's he going to do his loops? Do you know? Have you?
I don't know exactly, but the way the park lays out, you got to loop back on yourself a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did the original COVID ultra out there.
Yes. And I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but I'm not a fan of the layout, even in the dark of night. I don't see it being.
Nighttime was not bad. During the day, you're fully exposed in a good way, actually.
Yeah, so it's people are going to have to test themselves next week on their heat preparedness.
It's going to be a definite challenge for the heat preparedness because there's only about a mile of shade.
Yeah, you have to be. You said smart about it, right?
Yes.
So so Mike, when you're doing training people for other things, how does heat factor into that, or does it factor in very much because you're doing sort of like high impact stuff, or
well, heat does factor in. Yeah, you have to pull back because the heat increases the heart rate and increases the intensity without you doing anything. So you have to be smart. You have to actually pull back a little bit so you can still achieve the same goal, the same work. It's the same amount of work, but you just have to pull the intensity back. Does that make sense?
So, like in your classes, you get people to check their pulse, or like what do you do?
Well, I don't get them to check their pulse. I do respiration because pulse is such a, I don't know, voodoo to me, kind of, because my heart rate's different than your heart rate.
Yeah.
So, but if I get to the point where I can't complete a sentence, I know your heart rate's in the work zone where you're at. Or if you can't talk, I know you're actually pushing the limit of your threshold. So it might be 155 for me. It might be 165 for you. So I don't really nail down exactly heart rate. So, but, this weekend, people have to be really careful. Don't overhydrate. Everybody thinks hydrate. You still have to have sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. Okay. If you get too much just plain old water, well, you're just flushing your system out.
You're in for trouble. I experienced that in a
hyperenemia
in an Ironman race because I was just like goofball, just drinking water days before, and it was terrible.
But it's just as dangerous as being hyperenemia.
And so the thing is, it's like people die from that.
They do.
It's like your heart back and like
sodium levels get out of whack, and like you can die. Yes, from drinking too much water. Yes.
But don't. But you're right. You don't have to it's like the carbo load thing. Are you really getting something special that night before?
No, it doesn't work that way. If you're going to carbo load, you need to start the Sunday before or the 7 days before. Maybe add a little bit, and then you can get your glycogen to the maximum of what your chemistry of your body can do. But, eating pasta the night before, all it's going to do is just make you visit the Porta-John that morning.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like you got to figure out what works for you and just go with it, whether it's stupid or not. Whether it's the dirtbag DC Cole's like Chinese buffet, right?
Yeah, or was it Don?
No, that's DC, and he drags chums along for that ride.
Okay.
They did that before one of the either Chiha,
I think. Yeah, they went in. Chinese buffet. Yes. Well, it's all one big chemistry experiment anyway. Yeah. What works for me is not going to work for Jack. It's not going to work for Dirtbag, my invisible co-host today. We got a little friend right there.
Yeah, I'm supposed I'm thinking Aaron and his medical was it Valkyrie's
austere.
Yeah, it's probably be out. So if they're on hand, you got.
I hope he's going to be out. I think he's kind of struggling through the COVID thing.
Yeah,
it's really impacted his business tremendously. Yeah,
I really do hope he's out there because he's got the knowledge to
And we need to watch out for everybody. I mean, everybody needs to watch out. If it doesn't look right, say something to somebody. I mean, if it doesn't look right, it's not going to hurt to say, hey, I just passed somebody back there. He doesn't look right, so I can go back. I mean, that's how we met our friend Michael. We call him Topless. We met him on Topless Hill because we had a couple people come to the aid station. It's like, hey, there's a guy. He's just sitting there on the trail. I was like, okay, he's okay. And the next person, he's just sitting there. He's got water. So it's like, DC, like, I'll be right back. So he just took off up the hill. I stayed at the aid station and went up the hill and said, hey, man, I'm fine. So
it's like you have to be a topper, but Matt Johnson, we really didn't know him well at the time, but we're at Rebecca Mountain last year. Guys, people were coming and said, there's someone dying out there. was a turnoff where you came off a road and went up a little berm, and he was laying right in front of it. Laying on the trail.
Okay.
People had to step over him.
Oh wow.
And
I don't know this story. Yeah.
yeah, so like this is fantastic. Another heat related story because he's a sweaty guy, still hadn't figured out how much water, how much tailwind, what to do, right? And so he was in trouble, and so much that he was laying down. He wanted someone to get his ass off the course. And then he sees us coming. He's going, "Oh hell!" They're not gonna they're not gonna say, "Hey man, let's quit," right?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna and this is Robbie Watson has the best move that I've been witness to, because he looks at Matt dead in the eye and goes, "Your pupils look fine. Here, have some water. Let's get up. Let's go."
Yeah. You look fine. Let's get up. Let's go.
It's like, that's all really Matt needed to hear. Like, you look fine.
Yeah.
And Robbie told it to him in a very authoritative way, whether right or wrong.
And that's another good point. It's like, look somebody in the eye. You can look at somebody, and even if you don't know them, you can know if they're in distress or if they're confused. And then you can go, "Hey, buddy, me and you are going to go for a walk. We're going to go back. We're going to sit right here until somebody comes." And it's really that easy.
It's your fellow man, person, and human being. And in a day like this, when you get in trouble, you can't. You're not thinking right.
No,
you need somebody to step in and help you out, because it can hurt you.
Yeah, we struggle to think right when we're like hydrated and nutrition and not hungover and
well, it ain't the consequences of my own actions.
Yeah. I mean, that's nothing. Because yesterday I went down to a friend of mine's house and had some crawfish and all that. And everybody was consuming a lot of beverages and everything, and we came back here and had a few more. And well, I had more than I should, but I didn't go run this morning because it would have actually been dangerous. That, and I was lazy, to be really honest. But, if you're going to consume before, and now you're going to get out in this time of year, it's like you're asking for it.
Yeah. Well, but like I told you, I knew I started later today because I wanted to get a little bit of this, and I got exactly what I asked for, right? But you end up.
But you pull back. You knew you were not.
Yeah, there's some spots when I'm telling myself I'm walking up some hills at Red Mountain that I just never walk up, or sections I just stop. I say, "I'm stopping. I'm walking." That's what you do, right?
Ta-da! Yeah.
It's like everybody's got it. It's like you know what? It's not. There's nothing out there worth it. But that's where we are right now. It's like, don't put yourself in danger, because if you do that, it blows up for a long time down the road. Yeah. I think because
you're not going to wake up tomorrow and go, "Oh, I'm fine. Let's go back at it again." No.
Once you go over the red line too far, it's hard to get back into a normal heat and really get you.
Yes, it'll drain you quicker, and it's sneaky too. Because we're all a little bullheaded. It's hot. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Yeah, but then sometimes it's too late. Yeah. And that's a good thing about our group too. We go out in a group, because if you go out by yourself and you get out, well, we don't really wait on people most times, but we at least know you're there. It was like we hadn't seen him in a while. We might need to go see Jack. He might be floating down the creek.
Yeah, we're kind of harsh on Saturdays, but
Wednesday nights is not harsh.
No, it's not. And it's like, I think people need to know that no one, no matter what group you run with, someone is sweeping.
Yes.
And checking for spots and making sure everyone crosses the street. Now, I can't say that people haven't got crosswise because they really were trying hard, but we looked for them and we found them. So
we found us. Yeah, exactly.
No one has been lost yet.
We haven't lost anybody yet.
So there are other days we just run hard, and it's like you're expecting.
Saturdays, you're kind of on your own Saturday, but we don't leave until everybody at least shows back up. You might be on your own time, but I've sat there before when Freight or Michael just sat there for like, yep, there he comes. All right, peace out, and I'm gone. You know, just to make sure everything's good.
Yeah. So our missing dirt bag, and I ran with Alan Fuller one day, and it turns out Alan was exhibiting some of the classic symptoms of heat.
Heat exhaustion.
Yes. Dry heaves, headaches, blah blah blah. We were not particularly helpful to him, other than getting the shortest route home.
No.
But there was no. I think today I would probably try to baby him a little bit more.
Stay with him more, maybe.
Well, it's like it's like we'd have walked, right?
Okay.
We would have walked down a creek because it was dry, right? So it's like, but there was like, you probably could need some cold water on you, man.
So you just point him in the right direction and like.
Well, we drug him along. He came with us.
Oh, okay.
But we were mocking him. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Oh, so the most aptly named business in Birmingham.
Yes, good
sponsorship.
Sponsorship opportunity, good people.
Yeah, so got a growler from them and their new T-shirt.
Yeah.
Do not cough on me.
Yes. Instead of do not tread on me for you young kids that don't know what that is.
But hazy IPA from Good People.
Oh. They
are open. It's delicious, man.
They're my favorite brewery. And they are Avondale actually together. They're actually now because Avondale is my favorite venue because of their port or their outside.
Yeah.
But Good People is my favorite brewer. I mean, you can change my mind. It's a toss up. One Ghost Train, the Gulf Coast IPA is kind of becoming one of my favorites. But, but just the plain old sponsorship opportunities. Good People IPA, just plain Jane. This is a staple at the house.
That's the Mike House go-to, right?
It is right there. When in doubt, it's like, would you like an IPA? Answer is yes.
Well, if the Snake Handler was the same price as the IPA, it would be.
Well, no. Snake Handler, you have to be careful. It's very tasty, but it's very big.
Yeah, I looked at that. I said, nah, I'm gonna be good today.
That's the thing we can get into too. Is well, not today, but we can call it Sunday Smoke. And I've got the brew kettle out. So I used to make beer. We could have the brew kettle sitting behind an imaginary dirtbag runner. We could be boiling the wort. And then every week we could go from primary to secondary to bottle. And it's just one big cycle. And it's just fun.
I'm still sad that you and the Gregs never got together.
I know, me and the Gregs, we talked almost a year ago, actually. Yes, about making a Paloma Blanca. We'll make a white beer, and then I'm gonna make a Paloma Negra for the big boys. We're gonna make a porter stout, something.
We gotta get that moving. That was they got a baby that came into their lives, so hooray for them.
Hooray for them, yes.
But even though it's hot though, I don't think we can quit doing stuff.
No.
So I saw
just have to be smart.
Our buddy Tony Taylor and Megan Williams, they were up at
Georgia Loop, right?
They did Georgia Loop. Although I'm on this I'm the campaign manager for Tony Taylor. He should be mayor of Columbus, Georgia.
Okay.
I think he's got all the qualities of a good mayor, at least as far as we're concerned.
Yes.
And his involvement in the CUNY there, but he was in Blairsville Friday, and I said, "Yeah, man, you can't get any votes there." What are you doing? Yeah. And he never said what he was like. He was
maybe he's going for Congress or state representatives instead of just mayor. He's thinking big.
Could be, but
regional.
Him and his Yeti friends spend a lot of time doing the hard races in North Georgia. There's no lack of them, right?
Yeah.
You add July and a lot of climb. It's hard. So I think he got 47 of the 56 miles, which that stopped him in that the last really big climb on the Georgia Loop is hard.
Yeah.
I think it's hard whether you've run 40 miles or not.
COVID. Excuse me.
Yeah, but it's hard in one way or the other. there's a lot of cuss words, I'm sure,
Yes.
voiced on that little rise.
Creative descriptors.
Yes.
Yes.
But we had, I think, we didn't get, I haven't checked on it, but there's some description because we did it, it was cold and wet and near freezing. What's worse? Hypothermia?
Hyperthermia or heat exhaustion.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, yeah, just is that where you just flip a coin and go like, I mean, really?
yeah. So,
Yeah.
You know, in this case, like,
Because you burn is just as many calories trying to keep your body warm.
Yeah. So here's how, like, you know, the advantage goes to like cold weather, because at the last section I put a pair of like rain pants on. That changed my whole complexion. Right. I was going, okay, I'm 10 degrees warmer.
I'm human again. Yes.
So, but you can't run. They still won't let you run around the park naked, right? I don't know if it would help you, but like you can only take so many clothes off.
They won't let you run naked. Is that like a law? I mean,
Probably.
Laws are weird.
I think, you know, maybe that one day, right?
Yeah. I mean, it says must wear eye protection and shoes. That's all it says. And a mask. And a mask. Yes. Does this mask make me look naked? No. Yeah. No.
But,
Yeah. I like to venture out to the Georgia Loop.
You know, I'm still hoping like the DC or missing dirtbag guy, we get in the Mount Pisgah to Pitchell thing. That's the next thing at least on my radar. I want to do it in the next couple weeks.
There was a conflict of dates last time we talked about it, or y'all talked about it.
Yeah.
Something's happening.
So with the race against the sun canceled,
Okay.
a weekend opened up, right?
Yep.
So
Which is unfortunate. Yep.
yeah,
That's an awesome little fundraiser for Ruffner Mountain Preserve.
I encourage everybody who's registered to donate to them.
Just donate your thing and just all get back in it next year.
It wasn't like a crazy
No.
expensive race to begin with.
Well,
Colin already said we get preference on entries next year. So
that's right.
if you're like still stupid next year, you can get in.
Yes, if you're still dumb, just get in. Yes. Yes. Race against the sun. Yes, was supposed to be closest to the equinox. It's the shortest night of the year, so longest day. The Saturday closest to the longest day of the year, and you have to complete 4 loops. You get the map 20 minutes beforehand, and it's 40-ish, 5-ish miles.
It's set up for you to fail.
Yes, you have to be very efficient, can make no mistakes, but it's so much fun. Actually,
fit.
I don't know. I have to buzz the hair down, but you can see the scar from my first year of the Rats race. I have a scar on my head. Yes.
You knocked your skull on
Yes, down there. What is it? Going towards the quarry, that little rocky road, little narrow single track, rocky before you go into the quarry. Well, there's a little place that you climb straight up, and it's like a little. You go through the rocks. It's like a little amphitheater. It's like open, and there's rocks all around. Well, one of the book number 10 was in there. So first lap, come through, a mile-ish back, say my phrase, fill up my water pack, go back, know exactly where it is. Well, I just kind of dipped down, was going to scurry through there, hit my head on the rocks. I hit my head hard enough.
Like top of the cave?
The top of the cave where I buckled, hit my knees. Okay. Well, your scalp bleeds a lot. I know that.
Yes.
People panic. I grabbed, had a buff on. I went like this. I went, huh. So I sat down for a second. I got my number. Actually, I'm like, huh. I sat there. I'm like, well, it's a mile that way. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I went back out, went down, and it was Jason Wheat won that year. He's the only finisher.
Wow.
Yeah, so I saw him because I was coming back down and going back to book 9. I see this headlamp coming. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, hey, am I okay? And I just flipped the lamp. He looked at me and goes, it's not bleeding. I went, thank you. And I finished that lap. And then after that, I was done. Because it was, sore. I should have got stitches or Dermabond. So get back, and Kyle was like, I actually rolled my ankle a little bit. It was actually a little swollen. I sit down, say my phrase, and he's like, you want another number? I went, nope. He goes, you sure? I went, and all the coagulated blood and everything's on my head. He goes, yeah, you're probably good. I'm like, yep. I'm gonna go over there. Steve's gonna make me a couple eggs, and I'm gonna get one of those beers right there.
I got different plans for the
Yes.
rest of my evening.
Yes.
Right?
That was my first experience at the Rats. Yes.
Dang, house! I didn't know that. So like,
Mhm.
we go like anybody we run with new. We go on that side. We take them there.
Yeah. Yep.
So cool.
It is so cool. I mean, it's just great. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. that's it.
I'm certain there were some rock.
There might be some of my scalps still on
Yeah,
that
my
rock.
straight for DNA, and there's
Yeah,
like
because you know, I mean, it's not terribly low, but it's not. I mean, you
No.
kind of just kind of.
I tell you what, if you're tight, you feel in your hips when you go in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
And I was just been in a hurry.
Yeah, but you're tired. It's hot.
Yeah.
Lots of things. But that's a sad thing because Ruffner's a great place to go run.
It's a great place. It's just a long way from Montevallo.
Yeah, so
Yes.
true enough.
Yeah. It's a good 45 minutes from here. Just by the time just getting out, getting the interstate, getting there, and getting through, and
So my saving grace is with the interstate back open. You know, Saturday mornings I'm doing like I'm late. Don't know why that is. Probably the same reason dirtbag runner is late too.
yeah. Well, I think he had a friend come in town today.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, but you know, we like to have fun on Friday.
Yeah.
And then
I'm with you. Look, when's the last time you saw me on Saturday morning?
yeah. So there's that. But it's like I can get from like my house in Homewood to Ruffner like trail the far trail in 20 minutes, pretty much. Only exceeding a speed limit just a smidge.
Just yeah.
Normal speed.
Pushing the
It's
speed limit.
normal
Yes.
speeding, like I'm doing this every day.
Yes.
Because I don't know if anyone says you're like you not break the laws. Well, you're not counting speeding probably, but
Yeah.
speeding's involved. I'm a desperado. But you know, we lots of friends of ours have been out there running just to get familiar with it, just to know where you go in the dark.
You have to get out there because in the dark is a lot different. It's not terribly confusing though.
And it's like funny for people that have trouble with direction. It is confusing.
Yeah.
Because the trails either do like left V's or right V's, and the entrance spots you just got to remember where they are.
Yeah, because I've blown by like what Bronco, whatever.
Yeah,
just like
they're right there together.
well, I know I need to go that way. Yeah.
So, you know, there's a skill set there to help some people, right? But end of the day, fast people are best suited for it.
Yes.
They make it. You got to run hard and be smart and not miss.
And not make a mistake. Yes. Do not make a mistake.
And be ready for.
Because if you make a mistake, it's funny how Kyle is perfect at it. Because if you miss a book, when you miss it, you go down.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, you got to turn around. It's like, oh, yeah, it's up there.
Which is hard. And it's like, here's the thing, people. That time of year, it's 80 degrees and 80% humidity at night.
At night, yes. It's when it's 78 degrees and foggy. It's a little thick. Yes.
You can only hope for maybe that you have a thunderstorm on you, because that's the only other thing that can cause any relief or more danger. Not sure which it is, but
yeah. What a great event. You know, they missed one, came back last year, and now they missed this one. So it probably makes it more. It makes it more intriguing though when you can't go every year. To me,
you know, I'm impressed by the people that keep trying it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, lots of people are interested and are one and done. But if you really dig like that challenge, I love you. It's like, yeah. You may know in your mind you're never gonna finish that damn thing, but I ain't, because I'm not trying.
Yeah. Well, it's like what, 2 years ago, Matt Wallace. Yeah, 2 years ago, he finished. He finished 4 laps.
But he didn't finish.
But that's right. He was like 6 minutes, 4 minutes afterwards, and he comes back in. He's like, Kyle's like, "Hey, good job. Try again next year." He's like, "Really? Yep. 5:38. Official sunrise. It is over."
Yeah, and there was that's in our community, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a trail runner, you kind of have. I don't know if it's mean spirited, but it's like, hey, it's a high standard.
Yeah.
You don't make it.
Here's the line. Did you
Did
cross it? Nope.
It's like,
Hated for you,
like
but it was so close. No
no,
matter.
no,
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah.
There is no consolidation box. So, although this got to be tough. The bacon's a powerful thing, right? Smell the bacon go.
Smell the bacon. Yes. People don't know the rats race. The whole challenge is you have to go find 10 spots on the trail at Ruffner. You start at sunset. All right. You're totally self-supported. There's an aid station at the start finish, which consists of water, so you can refill your water. Entry fee is a nominal amount that goes directly to Ruffner Preserve. And you also have to bring a bomber of craft beer. It's a kiddie pool out front. You walk up, you sign in, you take a picture with your bomber of beer, and you set it in the ice in the kiddie pool. All right. When you finish your first lap, you come back after you get the numbers from each book, recite the phrase you're supposed to. There, you have to go buy the cooler of beer. And we're cooking over here, bacon, pancakes, whatever. If you stop and eat our food, you're out. When you decide to quit, of the 40 beers, it's your choice. So, yeah, you come back, you get a number. He tells you to go clockwise, counterclockwise, and you have to come back again. So about 1 o'clock in the morning, you got about 20 miles-ish in. There's cold, frosty beverages. I'm over here eating pancakes or eating eggs, drinking a coffee oatmeal stout. And I'm like, hey!
House is a pretty good trail cook. I'm just telling you, he's delicious. Ask him for egg sandwich.
Yes, egg sandwich, bacon, egg, and cheese, ham, egg, and cheese, egg, just whatever. Yes. And then, look, I'll be out there this weekend, even though it's not a nighttime race. But
that's an interesting thing, House. Like some races are going on. Buddy mine was like said somebody signed up for Arkansas Traveler 100, which is in October, has been canceled.
Leadville's been canceled.
Well, but those are things that are happening now. Things that are farther out. I'm still curious about them being canceled because we're seeing races starting up.
Yes, what
Rock and Chocolaco was
did yesterday. They went and did it. Yes,
did it.
Yeah.
Other things have not been taken down. So I'm just curious about what's at work here, like with other races, and what are people doing to get ready? Like, are they idling or?
Yeah, you don't need to idle.
Wrapping up, you're like, I'm just going to do this cycle to get to here. Or?
Just go, just go. Yeah, because if not, you're ready for the next thing anyway. Yeah. That's the way I look at it.
So I'm friends with somebody on Facebook, and it's got, I think it's an old thing. It's like, you know what? To stay ready, you're ready.
Yeah, that's my theory. He's like, there's no tapering, there's no this. If you're ready, you're ready. Yes, just like, what are you doing? What are you getting ready for? Whatever's next. That's what people ask. Like, what are you training for? I don't know.
Life.
Whatever I do next. Yeah, for real.
Although my favorite thing to answer somebody to say is say my same pants size, which is it's true.
Oh, look. We got the gratuitous growler coming back.
Thank you, good people.
Look.
Sponsorship.
I'm going to let them see the haziness.
It's a hazy IPA from their IPA day.
IPA day.
Maybe a keg left or so.
Not very good nose to it.
It's like, yes. Yeah. And I'm happy that the good people embrace that day, for doing different wilder IPAs. That's I'm a fan.
I missed it this year. We went last year. Me, you, and Chums went last year.
We had a great time.
It was great time. Yes, we ran that morning, and it was one of those. We were sitting at BMX, and it's like, we go to IPA day? IPA day? Yep. Called Mom. Hey, Mom, I'm going downtown with Jack. Call me if you need me. That's all I was saying.
She probably need to pick me up. But it's like...
She says, I will pick you up. I don't want to, but I will.
We ran into the people, the folks that were marking the Mercedes Marathon course that year. We ran into them.
That was very enjoyable. Yeah,
they're good people. Good race. Good charity.
What a great place to meet good people. Good people.
The crazy thing is good people host the Bell Centers, who's that race's biggest charity, right, for them.
Okay.
And those guys do early development work for like children with, learning problems and different things.
Yeah.
They make big impacts in people's lives. Bottom line, it's like, but good people hosted their like VIP tent or whatever. Like they get people to run for them in the raise money. And I was like bumbling by there, because I do other things as a volunteer for the race. I got to go in there and use the bathroom, but they had a great setup for them. So again, it's another example of good people. Besides making good beer,
they are good people.
Good folks, right?
Yes.
Like I think that
good people drink great beer. That's what their motto is.
The Birmingham Mountain Radio
sponsorship.
Yes.
Don't need money. Just hazy IPA.
Cheap product placement.
Yeah, cheap guy. Yeah.
Don't ask it for it back.
Mm-hmm.
The most aptly named business in Birmingham.
Yes. Yeah, he hit a home run. Yeah.
Yes, they. Some of the people there I know live in Homewood. My son was like with UVA football, and like there's some people that work there. They're have stayed on, but great folks there.
Yep.
So now you could put it to your invisible co-host.
Yeah.
So, but what's just the tip today?
Just the tip. I don't know. What will be just the tip today? Huh. So just the tip. I don't know. We talked about heat stuff. Like, how about just the tip? Don't be dumb. And like that's like in life. Period. Just don't be dumb.
Yeah.
Make informed decisions. I don't know.
Be honest with yourself, right?
Be honest with yourself.
It's like, hey, it's like this is not right.
Yeah, because when I don't know if you can tell, but I did cut the grass today. That's what I think a lot. There's a big elephant in the world instead of the room right now going on. I didn't know if we were going to bring anything up about that on Sunday Smoke.
All right.
But for me, just the tip. Don't do anything for his protest or what people did, the blackout thing on Instagram and all that. Don't do it just because other people are doing it. Do it because you believe it. That's just the tip. I mean, don't do it because that's the in vogue thing to do.
Do something meaningful.
Yeah, period. And it doesn't have to be what everybody else is doing. I mean, I thought about that a lot the past couple of days.
Put your heart to it, guys.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. So just like, if you want, put your heart into it. Exactly. Stand up for what you believe, period. Not because that's what's a cool thing to do. Is that a good tip?
Yeah,
that's probably more than the tip.
that's again back to like DC, like that's a couple episodes right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you just got to be good people, and uncomfortable parts when someone's doing something wrong, you just got to say, hey, that's not right, man.
That's right. If it doesn't look right, it's not right. Or
So
just say
right
something.
So you got to stand up.
Yes.
And
yeah, I've got all kinds of stuff. I got experience from yesterday that I met with a young man that kind of made me sad. But, hopefully is a older person. I talked to him and hopefully you understood. So,
yeah, again, it's like a long time, but it's like, I think we're all endeavor to be the best person you can be, right?
Yes.
That's all you can ever do.
Yes. Well, I got just the tip for you. You don't have to agree with somebody to love them. That's it. That is my mantra. My pastor told me that months and months ago in one of his sermons. It might have been a year ago. I don't know. But that is the most poignant statement I've ever heard in my life. You don't have to agree with somebody to love them.
So if you peeked into my marriage.
Yeah. All you old married couples out there.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, love you guys. Miss you, DC.
All right. I'm going to say it one time. So, needle pulling thread. All right. No teaser for next week. I'll make you watch it. Say goodbye. Goodbye.
Could be a sweat right there. coverage of the Sweat Fest. How many people died?